On a kill on, we have the Terran player starting to the top left of the map. He is down 1 game in this tiebreaker.
MarineKing Prime.
MarineKing loses now. The 2 Protoss will advance. Hurricane in first will advance to Kodes, and MarineKing will drop to Kode. At the bottom right of the map, MarineKing's opponent. Starting for LGIM.
LGIM first.
This is where we were before. First, just 1 win away from taking the spot for him and his Protoss brother, and he's in the same position now. If he wins it, he and Hurricane will advance. A loss means that he will have to go back into that Protoss versus Protoss again.
Yeah, let's see if history repeats itself here. If First has the key to breaking MarineKing, or if MKP finds something that he can do to take down First again on a different map this time, and also with a very different build.
Yeah, very different build. Gas goes up. He will be going for some sort of aggression. Could be Reapers. We saw him use even a Reactor Reaper last time he played.
It could be Reapers. He could go into a Reaper expansion here. That's one of the options that he has. On a map like a Killon, we could also see him with drop play.
Yeah, I think it's much more likely we see drop play. This map really lends itself to that. And we have a very vast core here going down for First. We've seen him do this earlier today and kill Bang with it. And he's going for it again on a very small map.
Barracks now completed, gas has been mined, and we are seeing...
If he makes the Reaper, he may fall the same fate as Bang. Here's the Reaper.
There's the Reaper coming up now, and we also have the Zealot being built for First here. This is initial unit. I hate this nickname, by the way. I hate it. I loathe it. As a caster, this is so horrible, because you always talk about Firsts,
yes.
and it sounds so silly.
It does. But let's talk about this game, because this is really... The place we're at right now in this game is double Reaper was what we saw last time when Bang died. But that was because the reactor took so long. But in this case, he's going to have faster Marine production, but he's going to have less Marines, and now he starts reactor. This is even worse of a position to be in if he doesn't see everything immediately, and he's going for the eBay block, which is completely ignored here. He has no idea. If he'd gone into the main base, he would have known exactly what's going on.
The Zealot is already walking across the map, so MarineKing will once again be in a very similar situation to what we see happen to Bang earlier. If you have not only the Stalkers that he's kind of boosting, but you have the Mothership Core, you have the Stalkers, you have the Zealot, everything up there at the top left, and MarineKing is even building another engineering bay in his main base right now.
Yeah. Now he sees the Mothership Core coming across, and now he knows what's going on. Needs to turn around right away. One more shot would kill that Reaper.
Yeah, but he will regenerate hit points here. MarineKing now going immediately in the double Marine production. The same was true for Bang earlier. His problem really was the micro. He lost a lot of his units. The bunker being built at the front. And the question now, of course, being, can he take down the SCV that builds the bunker?
This is going to be really, really close again, but I feel like MarineKing has a much better chance than Bang. Bunker much further along than the last one. And he's already got a defense up. He knows this is coming up a long way ahead.
Zealot moving in, trying to take down the Marine, but already low on hit points. The Stalker close to being surrounded and losing hit points here. He attacks his own Stalker.
He kills his own Stalker, and MarineKing looks likely to advance in flying colors. He still has the eBay up.
Exactly.
He didn't cancel it by mistake.
The eBay is blocking his opponent's natural, and well, First did him a favor, taking down his own Stalker. The second one is moving in, but now we have already 3 Marines trying to take down the Mothership Core here. The Stalker is being chased down by the SCVs. We still have a Reaper there going strong. Stalker gone. Mothership Core is using the Time Warp to at least be able to run away.
Yeah, he could have gotten a much better trade out of this, but MarineKing is miles ahead, or kilometers if you're in Europe, or anywhere else in the world from the United States, including Korea. You know, yards is an understatement at this point in time. Inches, even.
Just admit that your system is silly.
It is. I mean, what is? I don't even know what's below inches. What is below inches? Is there even anything? In centimeters, there's millimeters below that. That's pretty clear.
Don't look at me, dude.
I think when you go below inches, they just use, you know, points of an inch. But that's really complicated and weird.
It's weird, anyways. The system doesn't make any sense. Well, Mothership Core with a little bit of harass, trying to pull it off.
He's going to get a little bit done here.
Guys, keep in mind that with the build that we have right now, MarineKing was able to hold what he had. So, MarineKing with a bunker on the high ground, the aggression of First not doing anything. He attacks his own Stalker, takes it down. MarineKing with really good micro on top of that. He has the +1 attack upgrade now. He will have the faster expansion. He has the +1 attack upgrade, an upgrade lead over his opponent, the better economy. And the only thing that First does right now is go into 3 additional gateways, trying to have a lot of gateways out there. But MarineKing at this point has a really good hold on this game.
He saw the timing of the upgrades, so he knows that there's going to be... Oh, it was very scary there. I thought he was going to lose some hit points on Starcraft, but he saw the timing on the upgrades, so he knows the medevacs are going to be late. So this 4 gateway pressure off of just barely 2 base economy, it's not even really 2 base, it's like 1.5 base economy, can deny MarineKing for quite some time, because if he has medevacs out, he can boost away and go for drop play, but that's not the case here.
The Mothership Core is still trying to move in, but we have the Marines now on guard, so they see this. Forward pylon is already there. The command center is now being lifted towards the low ground, and we have for First the first warp in. He's moving in.
Yep. He's just going to try to contain MarineKing a little bit.
There is no bunker on the low ground. Keep that in mind.
And if MarineKing just walks down the ramp with all of his Marines, he's going to take a few shots on the Stalkers. This pylon, though, already spotted, so that's huge. And MarineKing just going to walk down here, but he could walk into a trap.
Yeah, he could definitely walk into a trap. He's building the bunker now, and as soon as the bunker completes, this aggression is going to be doing nothing at all. And First commits a lot here. He needs to do some damage with this.
He could still make it work.
Yeah, he's moving up now, and the bunker is not there.
Time warp is excellently placed here, so he can slow down reinforcements. The second time warp, not so much.
Second time warp coming in. The Mothership Core is gone now. He has done his job, but MarineKing has so many Marines, and he has the +1 attack upgrade. He's moving in. The Zealots cannot reach the Marines. The force field works against them, and it doesn't really look like First is going to push through here.
Absolutely not. The bunker is done. He can repair it.
And he does.
That's First out of luck at this point.
Yeah, he's pushing him back, and First committed quite a lot to this. He took down a fair amount of units, but his tech is in terrors right now. He has no tech whatsoever. We have a 1-1 now for MarineKing. He just completed the armor upgrade. He also is about to complete his stim. This is not looking good for First at all.
Nope. Well, I mean, MarineKing he's just doing everything correctly. He's even going to catch these Stalkers. What is First doing? What's he looking at right now? Not these Stalkers.
Yeah, he's losing 1 Stalker. He might lose another one.
If either Stim or Combat Shields had been done there, he would have lost everything.
Stim was done. He didn't use it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought it just finished like right at that second. Well, that was pretty cool. Picks off a unit.
Well, there we have the Combat Shield upgrade now.
I meant to say concussive shells instead of combat shields. Anyways, combat shields wouldn't have helped him any of there either.
Yeah. There's the Dark Shrine, and behind Dark Shrine.
Yeah, he needs to make
really far behind build 2.
He needs to make 2. The MarineKing is just going to walk all over this. He scans, and he's like, oh, okay.
There are no sentries to delay this or anything. There are no cannons, no nothing.
Not even enough energy on the Mothership Core, which just popped out to make a cannon.
Here's the stim, and he takes down the remaining units of First.
Crushes him. GG.
GG takes him out.
And now First has to play the PvP.
Yep, MarineKing is safe. We are playing the tiebreaker until we have one player losing twice. First lost once. He's now going up against Hurricane. And depending on what happens in the next game, we could see MarineKing and Hurricane advance to Code S, or we will see another tiebreaker.
Yeah, it's all about the Pros versus Pros that comes up next. Last time we had First able to win it. Weird game. Donation of a Mothership Core, and then he got lost in the middle of the map. I mean, lost, I think, is the only way to describe what was going on with those Stalkers. They got trapped. I don't even think he knew exactly what he wanted to do with them. He had to transition into making robotics, and then the Blink Stalkers were too much for him because he lost too much early on. But it was kind of a weird game, so I don't think it's really indicative of these two players' Pros versus Pros skill necessarily. Yeah,
not necessarily. It also depends on the map that we are going to see so far. We don't have an invite just yet. But MarineKing here in the last game, really relying on his micro, and of course First helping him out a little bit with killing his own Stalker with his Mothership Core. But at this point, First has a lot of pressure on his shoulders. He knows that if he loses the next game, that he is out. He will be in Code A next season, whereas Hurricane and MarineKing will advance. So MarineKing is now just having his fingers crossed for Hurricane, hoping that the Protoss player for Team FX Open is going to take the next game.
Yep. I just got the invite, and the map is Atlas.
Okay, so we have Atlas being a bigger map now, 4-player map for our maybe the last game of the day. If First takes the game against Hurricane now, then we will head into another 3-way tie.
Yes, where the entire thing will just repeat itself.
Exactly. And then we will see once again if one of the players loses twice. If that's not the case, we will just repeat it until it finally happens. I feel that if it goes on for like 10 times, probably the GS at some point going to say, you know what, guys, we're going to roll a dice here. Pick your number. But for now, yeah, we're heading into the third game. This is still the first 3-way tie, so still pretty smooth. and let's find out what happens in the PvP. Not really the matchup that you want to play when it comes down to one map.
Yeah, definitely not. And that's the advantage that Hurricane neutralized earlier by winning his first maps. He got the first win, then he gets himself into a comfortable position. So
MarineKing already knows that he is safe for this three-way tie. He's not through, but he's at least safe. He can't drop down. So
he is hoping so much, though, that that Hurricane wins.
But the worst thing that could happen to him is that he has to go into another three-way tie.
Yep. And that's the same to be said of, well, it's not exactly the same to be said of Hurricane.
Well, Hurricane, even if he loses here, he's going to get into a three-way tie, so he has a lot to win and very little to lose.
Yep. Much more, though, for first on the line here. Atlas, a map where we talked about it before, there's a lot of different potential ways to do Blink Stalkers. That's what we saw both players choose last time. Could be completely different builds, could see DTs, anything. Phoenixes, Oracles, even an Immortal push.
FXO and Prime fans are currently crossing fingers for Hurricane. Everyone else is cheering, of course, for the LJM player here going into the last game of the first three-way tie at the GSL Up and Down Group C with Colin Wolf.
Say hello to the robot.